Hey, what's going on guys? I'm Tristan and right here is my wrecked Yamaha R1. On the previous episode, we put the engine, the frame, the front end, the rear end back together so I have a roller and it's more convenient to roll it around in the shop. But as you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on it. That's exactly what we're gonna do today, and we're gonna start by the subframe. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the momentum today. I got my subframe on, I got my clutch cover right here, I got my radiator, it is hooked up, everything looks really nice. And then I was trying to put the header back on the engine, and there is a little problem. So when I look at the header right here, this bend right there is not the way it's supposed to be. So it's supposed to be circular the whole way through for the 4 pipes. And you can see here that it's narrow around that bend. It's because it was bent during the impact, during the accident. You can see here it's wider, and here, I hope we can pick that up on the camera, it's kind of narrow. So not happy with that. I'm not gonna put that header back on the engine, because if I do that, the entire exhaust line is not gonna line up when I try to put everything back on. So I need to find new headers. Fine. I'll do that later. It's not gonna happen today for the exhaust, it's okay. What I can do is I can work on the front end. Last time, to put the roller back together so I can push the bike around the shop, I just put the front end like that. I didn't set anything up, and you can tell that I'm missing the upper triple clamp, which is obviously a problem. So I need to do that, and the upper triple clamp right now doesn't look so good. It's kind of scratched up. So I'm gonna sand it down, I'm gonna remove the paint, I'm gonna paint it, I'm gonna try to make it very, very good looking. So that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be pretty dusty from all the sanding and then the painting. I don't want to get so dirty with those clothes, so I'm going to change and I'm going to take care of the upper triple clamp. When that's done, we can set the front end and make sure it's straight, because I haven't done that before. So let's go ahead and do that. Isn't that beautiful? It looks so good. It looks better than OEM for sure. I'm super happy. It looks neat. This is gonna go on the front end right here, and that front end is gonna look so neat with that triple clamp on it. What I need to do first before I do that is I need to change my clip-on right here because it's bent. So change the clip-on, put the upper triple clamp, and then we can take care of the front end. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I just bought that switch assembly that you see on the top of the picture. It is complete, but I have a problem with it. There is some paint specks on it that don't look so good. What I want to do is I want to take the internals of the top switch and put them in the bottom assembly. The bottom assembly is coming straight from the bike, and you can see it's missing the gray switch. So when I swap that, it's gonna look good and work good, and it's gonna go back on the bike. this is coming together very nicely. That upper triple clamp is gorgeous. I can't wait to see how it looks on the bike when I'm finally finished with it. I think it's gonna be very pretty. So what I wanna do now is I wanna make sure that my front end is straight and I don't have a crabbing bike as I'm riding it, with the rear wheel and the front wheel not really aligned, and I have to steer a certain way to go straight. So I'm gonna loosen things on the front end and I'm gonna be shaking the bike a little bit just to make sure that things go into place. That fender may be bent from the accident, I don't know, but because it's connected to the lower tubes, maybe it's taking those lower tubes in an off position. I just don't want to risk it, so I'm going to remove that fender. It's going to be another fender on the bike anyway when I'm done with that bike, so it's going to go off. And then I'm going to loosen everything up on that front end. So this is already loose, it's not even finger tight, I just have the bolts in their threads, that's it. I'm going to loosen that up here on the lower triple. I'm gonna loosen, I don't even have discs on the wheel right now, so I don't have that problem to loosen the calipers right now. I don't have to do it. And I'm gonna loosen the axle on that wheel. So axle, lower triple, that's gonna be loose, everything as it is loose. You're gonna see me moving the bike a little bit. Then I'm gonna tighten this up on top. And then I'm gonna move the bike more aggressively. And after I'm happy with that, I will tighten the lower triple and then the axle here, and that should give me a front end that's straight. Just for information, right now, like, the wheel is not touching the ground, it's completely free. I am on my stand, it's on the oil pan. I'm assuming the oil pan is horizontal when the bike is vertical. If that's the case, right now the bike should be vertical. Okay, so I got a little bit of a hiccup. As I was tightening the bolt on the upper clamp, that's what happened. I was so proud of that upper triple, and now the paint is just going. It gave in when the washer starts spinning with the bolt as I was applying torque. Every time I tightened something on paint I did, and I was thinking that I was doing better now, the paint gives in. And I was using etching primer that's supposed to be very strong and really sticking to the material, aluminum in my case, and well, the same thing happened. So if you know what they do, OEM, like the manufacturers, how they do it, for you to tighten something on it and the paint stays and doesn't move, just tell me. I feel like they don't use primer, and I feel like they don't use clear coat. So they have a very, very thin layer of paint, maybe 2 layers, but I feel like they're doing 1 layer of paint because it's quick, and that's why it sticks better. But I don't know. Just tell me if you know better. I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm gonna redo it. It was hours of work, but I'm gonna do it again. And this time, I'm not gonna put paint where the washer rests on the upper triple clamp, so that way when the washer spins, that paint is not gonna go with it. So again, right here there would be no paint, but I'm gonna have to redo the rest. That's off camera. What I'm gonna do now to keep going, because I gotta keep going, is I'm gonna put some water in the cooling system just to make sure there is no leak, and I'm gonna put oil in the engine. All right, so let's go, keep going. And good news, there is no leak. It's been an hour now and there is no oil or water on the floor. Everything stays where it's supposed to be. So I'll take that. If you have any comments on the video, put them down below. I'll be alone in my garage repainting my upper triple clamp, so you can keep me company in the comments. If you like the video, well, like the video. If you want to see me finishing that Yamaha R1 and putting it back on the street, consider subscribing to the channel, activate your notifications. This way you know when I post a new video. I see you in the next one, and meantime, keep building. Oh shit, no. Son of a bitch, no.